The devil's delight. Oh, we all know the old boy. He's always trying to get us to do something that's evil. And when he does, he's the happiest person in existence. Yes, our life was fraught with trouble, temptation, and the devil is always there to make sure he's standing right beside us. Now, how does evil come into our world? And as we look around the world, we're seeing more and more of it every day. We see murders, we see drug addiction, we see sexual exploitation of people, we see all kinds of depravity around us. It's all the work of the devil. And when did this happen? Well, we all know the story of Adam and Eve. We all know how Adam and Eve were in the garden, who walked with God every day in the garden, until that time when the devil came to the garden and he tempted them to have something they thought they needed that they didn't have after God gave them everything. And so when he presented the temptation that they could be more than they are, and that for some reason God was taking away something from them and he could offer it to them, they gave in. They were kicked out of the garden and they had to work for their living, and they have to suffer from pain and sickness. But what they had never witnessed was death. And then they had their two sons, Abel and Cain. And when it came time for worship, Cain came and made his sacrifice to God. But it wasn't the best. He gave him what he thought was just there, but he kept the best for himself. And Abel, unlike his brother, gave the best of his crops and gave it to God out of love. And God accepted Abel's sacrifice with joy and glee, but he was not happy with Cain because Cain did not give him his very best. So Cain becomes outraged with jealousy, and then he goes and he kills his brother. And for the first time, we see death in humanity. And if we were to read the Old Testament and all through the New Testament, we can see lots of death. Death from wars, from plagues, from pestilence, from people just getting angry with one another and killing each other. Yes, death is part of life now. It's part of our life, and that someday we too will face death. Hopefully, it will not be by violence. God asks us to be the very best we can. He gives us everything we could ever want, anything we could ever need. But like the temptation to Adam and Eve, he's always tempting to us to something that we think we need when we really don't. But delight comes when the devil can trick us. And we look around at our society today, and that's all we see. We see death. Death by murder, death by drugs, death by abortion, death of society as a whole, because it's already killed the value system that we used to live with. It's killing everything. And the devil is in the light. Yes, we have a choice to make between good and evil. We have a choice between darkness and light. We have a choice to choose the better part. And the question says, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose light over darkness, good over bad, God over Satan? It's your choice.